Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2023 LAXNAI. We are in the final day of the women's tournament here on Sunday at the Nexus Center at Utica University. Well, I guess it's not technically at the university, so it's the Utica University Nexus Center. It is where the teams play. Their women's hockey team plays out of this rink, which is fantastic. One of the 3 new rinks in this building. This was just completed within the past year. Last year we were here for the LAXNAI, and this building was underway. We were all so excited, and the excitement has been borne out. Here's Israel with a shot to start things off. That's a rip from Lindsay McCone, who had a pair of goals and a pair of assists yesterday. She is the leading scorer for Israel, and you can see she's already causing problems for Tri-City, the team that they are playing. Tri-City, more of a locally based squad. Israel has the ball once again. There's Sammy Jo Tracy coming around, one-hand wrap shot. Sammy Jo plays in Athletes Unlimited, and I was watching her in practice. I went to the women's practice the other day, and wow, she can really rip it. She's an excellent shooter. We're going to have the first penalty call of the game. We'll go to Tri-City very late in the shot clock. It's going to be a slashing call. That will be Madison Davis. Thanks for being with us, lacrosse friends. I am Steven Stamp. Oh. Somebody just waved to me, or waved to somebody else in the booth. I thought they were waving to me. I waved back. I'm a friendly guy. Thanks for being with us here. Blue Squatch Productions doing all the broadcasting here at the LAXNAI 2023. You can watch all the games on the YouTube channel of Blue Squatch. Games also on Lacrosse TV, of course. And it is early on Sunday morning, but action's already heating up. Backdoor attempt. Mac McDonough takes that pass, flicks it far side. Nice little step around in the sidearm shot. And Lindsay McCone has her third of the tournament, the first of this game. You can see she's on her offside, but they only have, well, they do have a couple of lefties, but just gets over to the far side and comes way back across the green, just pings it in off the far post. Vanjie Rose taking the draw for Tri-City. Is going to come away with it. She's up against McCone. McCone doing everything, scoring, taking face-offs. Rose winds up on the turf, will pop back up. The Tri-City will get possession. They are on the run. Jenna Battaglini lets that one rip. That is stopped. I heard somebody say you've got 6 players. One of the refs. There's going to be too many players on Israel. So Tri-City will go to the power play. They've still got 6 out there, actually. They got to get some of them off. I've never seen, it's almost like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. You have too many players on the floor, so they send 6 players out. This one's going to be served by Addison White, heading across the floor to the box. Tri-City setting up in the power play. Abigail Dix at the top of the formation. That pass didn't connect. Israel comes away with it, scooped up there by Sarah Udding. Udding had a goal yesterday. Family always a big factor in the game of lacrosse. And Sarah's brother Doug plays for the Israel national team as well. Represented them at the 2017 European Championships, 2019 Worlds in Langley. Oh, that's an over and back. Sammy Jo Tracy, and a bit of mercy to not give her a delay of game penalty. She rolled it away. You have to put the ball down right where the call is made. Would have been a 5-on-3. Still 22 seconds in the Tri-City power play. Just getting their 5th attacker out. Stepping around, a little bounce shot taken there by Madison Davis. I believe Rihanna Botnick is between the pipes for Israel. Let me double check that. Oh, yes, there we go. Vanjie Rose trying to cut through the middle. Nice solid defense there. Addison White came out of the penalty box after serving the too many players call. And immediately to the defensive 4. Rolls out high. Scooped there by Meredith Dix. Banji Rose takes a shot that's a little bit high. Rose has spent a fair bit of time on the turf this morning, getting flattened a couple of times already in the first 6 minutes. She will bounce back up. She is a warrior. Outlet pass, big hit coming at center. Fighting through it was Talia Botnick. Little run for Grace Burns. She'll hand it off, and what a shot from the outside, Veronica Laird. Runs around a little screen. She Laird is right over on the restraining line. She'll take this one and just run through her defender. Not even a screen, but she does get, I think, a little bit of a screen help from the defender lined up straight behind the other one. There's Laird. Back underway. Here's a chance for Sammy Jo Tracy. Nice save. Penalty coming to Tri-City. Near side, ducking underneath. Oh, lots of room. Well, the goaltender should probably take a penalty here from that one. Yeah. The crease dive by Lindsay McCone. She buries her second goal, and then goaltender lands on her. I get it, goalies like to defend their crease, but to me, McCone goes directly across. Let's watch. Oh, no, she actually does land her, but she's checked into her goaltender by Abigail Dix. So the goalie's going to get a penalty for that, and it will be served by Shania Porter. Discussion, there may be more than one. Looks like an extended discussion between the officials. So there's a check from behind on Abigail Dix on the check as Lindsay McCone went into the crease. That one's wiped out by the goal because it happened before the shot. And then there's a high-sticking major to Jolene John. Oh, sorry, it's Shania Porter, 17. So Shania will go to the box, and she's going to be in there for a bit. Israel, a chance to score a couple more goals. They already have a 3-0 lead. And a drive down the middle, and that is a beautiful power forward move by Veronica Laird. I was going to say she puts her head down and drives through, but she actually keeps her head up. So she's great vision. That is just a tremendous play to fight her way through, then reach up and over and tuck it into the far top corner. So you can score 2 on the major before it's released. I just saw a wiping out signal. The goal counted, though, right? Okay. The goal counted. I'm not sure what's being wiped out. Keith Gagne was over there indicating to the officials. They may have been asking if the player gets released. No, I don't think so. Trent Bray would know that. He's the official in the box right now during the 30-second clock. And Israel has a chance here, breaking away all alone. And in the exact same spot, that's a goal for Abigail Smith. Put her exactly where Veronica Laird had put her last shot. Great hustle by Smith to break away from everyone. And that is perfectly placed into that top corner. That's just lovely. It's 5-0. So Israel goes up 5-0 with 5:55 to go. Shania Porter has to still serve the remaining time on her penalty. So after the 3 minutes is up, the next stoppage, she will be released. Immediate pressure by Israel off the draw. Now, is that an over and back? It's a bit of a gray area because you can't go back over the line on a faceoff when you get possession, but that had been a while. Now we're going to have a loose ball push As Mac McDonough gets knocked over to the ground, she's going to go and start with possession. McDonough up to the top, finds Laird. Laird with a couple, looking for more, and just getting a hand on it was the Tri-City goalie. Israel hungry for more. Abby Stoller going after that ball. A nice chat with sorry, just checking. I was hearing the penalty announced, and it's a little bit different. Oh, it's okay. Mac McDonough picks that one up, and Israel is going to be adjudicated a cross-checking penalty. That'll be Kylie Miller going to the box. So Israel gets their penalty kill out, and Tri-City, with 4.5 to go in the first, they're going to put the power play on the floor. Try and break that goose egg up on their side of the board. Thanks for being with us. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2023 LAXNAI from the Nexus Center in Utica. Shania Porter released. There's a shot from the outside. That one gets a little off target, off the stick of Connie John. Vanjie Rose comes away with it. She's going to get a shot. That one's on target, but stopped by Rihanna Botnick. Botnick's outlet pass is going to get through to Sammy Jo Tracy. Sammy Jo goes off to her offside. Had some defenders to her left, but she'll get used to that pretty quickly. You want to get over to your proper shooting side if you have the opportunity, which she appeared to do very fast. Her teammates were marveling at the acceleration she's got. Here's a chance still on the power play. That shot taken there. We don't have a number 4. I had to go over to the list. All the numbers on the Tri-City team need to be changed from the list we were given. So I've got almost all of them, but they just ran out of time before the game to get it done. The 30 will expire, speaking of running out of time. And Tri-City's going to give up the ball. Israel is going to head back up the floor and try to continue their lead. This is serving as a tryout for the Israel team for World Championships next year. Most of these players would be eligible. Mac McDonough runs through one check, gets flattened, takes another bump. Tries to just swat it over. Now there's a loose ball push. And Israel will get a new possession and a fresh 30. McCone gets it back. Over to McDonough. McDonough passes it through. Nice completion on that pass. Well caught in traffic by Grace Burns. Couldn't quite finish it. And then coming out, a little shovel shot by Abigail Smith. Didn't quite connect. That pass gets away. Are they going to be able to keep it over center? They are. Oh, nice job just evading center. Although the 30 expires, so it becomes moot. As Lindsay McCone flung it down into the far end. And here comes Tri-City into the final 2 minutes of the first half. 2 15-minute running time halves with stop time for the last 2 minutes of the second half. This is the 5th through 8th semifinals. Israel finished 5th in the round robin play. There's tiebreaks. There were 4 teams went 1-1. 2 teams went 2-0. The BP Lawyers and Salmon Bellies. So they're the top 2. And then there were 4 teams at 1-1 and went to goals against. And tiebreaker formula is to figure that out. So Israel went up 5th. They're playing the 8th place Tri-City. Nice pass out front. The opportunity. It's going to be a goal. How did that one get in? There's a lot of traffic. Here's the initial shot. That one stopped. I still don't see where the ball is in that whole sequence after the initial save. Shot is just up at the top of the ball's at the top of the crease. I think, wow. I think she just shoveled the ball, flicked it up. Yeah, one more time. You can see, I've got to check the number there, but the one right there, number 3, gets that shot. Look, she dives in. I don't understand how she was able to get a shot off so quickly. Cassidy Gleiberman, that's quite a play. Ball must have come out just outside the crease because you can't just push in or tap in a ball that's in the crease. You can go in and get the ball, but if you're going to score, you have to possess it in the mesh. So it must have come just outside the crease, and she just kind of tapped it ahead to get that sixth goal. 6 seconds left. Sarah Udding thinking about letting one go. She does. There's the save, and we will go to halftime with Israel up 6-0. I'm Steven Stamp. This is the 2023 LAXNAI. We'll be back in 2 minutes after some Blue Squatch highlights from the tournament. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you then. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends. We are taking a look at that last goal by Cassidy Gleiberman. And what we have ascertained is we believe the goaltender, see, she reaches out and tries to rake the ball back. We think she raked it and actually pulled it back between her legs. Watch as the stick comes down. You'll just see as she reaches out, comes down on top of it. You can just see the ball. She's got it and pulls it back, and it just gets away from her. That's an unfortunate one. You always feel for a goaltender when something like that happens, but breaks of the game. And it is 6-0 for Israel. Connie John taking the draw for Tri-City against Mac McDonough. McDonough, one of several players who has played to represent Israel. I believe it was in the sixes last year at Birmingham. May have been on the World's team as well. Drive right down the middle, and Israel, a little hesitancy from their defenders as Connie John just bursted through. I guess burst through. Burst is the past tense of burst. Nice little sidearm pass there by Wasasena Sands. They go to McDonough. She's going to get stopped. Penalty coming, so that will be adjudicated. Now they're going over and hugging Mac McDonough. No, the ball definitely didn't go in. I think they're just saying, glad you're okay. I thought they were congratulating her on a goal, but as far as I could tell, that one didn't get in. But after the last goal, you never know what happened to the ball afterwards. So it's going to be a slashing call. I believe Abigail Dix, number 42, is going to the box. So power play Israel. McDonough hands that one off. They come back up top to McCone at the top. Veronica Laird, backdoor pass. McDonough, good ball movement by Israel. McDonough will shoot. That one's turned aside. She tries to get it back, but nice defense to scoop that one in by Carissa John. But Israel battles in and gets the possession. They've still got plenty of time on the power play, more than the shot clock, so they're good to keep running it. There's Gleiberman, hands it down. Another shot from Laird. It's right over the top of a defender, but that one is stopped. Israel has changed goaltenders. Kelly Layton. Oh, we're not going to get down there as the ball was picked off. It's getting you ready for when Israel's facing the offense, but on the power play still for 10 seconds. Hard rip by Gleberman, but well off the target. Carissa John going after that one. Eventually come away with. But Dogadenye's Dockstader. That pass is picked off. Abigail Dix, fresh out of the penalty box, has a breakaway. Oh, it was a breakaway. Israel getting a defender out really quickly and hustling in Allison Trachtenberg. And now there's collision with the goalie. You're going to say loose ball push from behind. Israel will get possession. Nice hustle by Matush Tilsher to race in and get things under control. But good forecheck pressure there from Jolene John. The 10 count's going to run out on Israel right about now. And it will be Tri-City possession. Excellent work, Jolene John, number 7. Oh, they can't quite connect on the pass out front. Trying to get it to Dockstader. Here's a break on the run. Abby Stoller, length of the floor, but misses on the pass. And it'll be scooped up by Tri-City. Got to turn the other way. There you go. Oh, now we got the double team from Israel. Fighting through it. Great effort by Shania Porter, but ultimately does get stripped. And the ball will be turned over, though. I believe we have a possession or a crease call. Oh, nice sidearm pass, just a little bit high. It gets away from, I believe that's Brinley Ronan, number 3. Israel with possession into the offensive zone. Victoria Laird gets it. Nice pass down to Gleberman. Cassidy Gleberman tries the shot. Nice check from Vanjie Rose to just strip that ball, roll straight to the goaltender. Short outlet pass. They got 5 to get across center, and they're going to rip it down, trying to go length of the floor, create some transition. But that one's picked off by McClone, who immediately moves it on to Sammy Joe Tracy. That one hopper picked up by Kylie Miller. Here's McClone. Oh, what a rip. Low blast from Sammy Joe Tracy. She loves the sidearms. I was watching her practice as she shot. They did an umbrella shooting drill, and I did ask her at some point, do you shoot overhand or are you just a sidearm girl? And she said, yeah, I can do it, but she loves that sidearm. You can see why. She was dialing it in. Started out yesterday in practice. She was a couple feet left of the net and just gradually finds her way in. And that one is why you keep shooting. You get it the spot, and she nailed it perfectly just inside the post.
That's great. I want to just point Woody out on the camera and say something.
Big battle, and McCone comes away with it. It's going to be grabbed there by Wasasena Sands. Directing traffic with the head. Nice play. Good pass. Just didn't quite connect. A good defensive responsibility or response by Jolene John. There's a shot from the outside, but Abigail Smith couldn't get it on target. It's going to be stopped by Sarah Udding before it goes over center, but the 30 expires anyway. Oh, they try and feed it ahead to Madison Davis coming off the bench. Couldn't quite connect on the pass. That one just gets away from the keeper. Shot clock winding down, so ripping from outside is Shania Porter. She was off target. And now, we have a delay of game call and a penalty applied. And we're just going to check out a... oh, no, they're continuing to play. I swear I saw a delay of game indicated. There's a chance right on top of the crease. Looked very close to in the crease, but Pass down low. Oh, nice finish. Withstanding the hit, Mac McDonough has been taking a bit of a pounding today. But she places that shot perfectly up into the top corner. You can see McDonough cuts through. Oh, sorry, no, that's McDonough slipping down with the white helmet. Stays outside the crease. Quick release before she gets popped by Shania Porter. Gets that shot in. McCone, another face-off win. Actually gooses it ahead to Udding. It's a 4-on-2. They got small trailing. They get it to her. She passes down low to McCone. Nice movement. And then McCone just missing on the second one. A good save on the first attempt. Israel really getting their ball movement going well. Another save coming across post to post. I'm sorry that we don't know the name of the goaltender because she deserves to be credited for some of those stops she is making. You can go check. Everything will be updated. All the schedule, scores, stats will be on LAXNAI.com. There are 3 links, one for each of the tournaments, the men's, the women's, and the U18 boys. McClone coming back for the trail check. She is doing it all over the floor. This is part of the process of trying out for the Israel team for the Worlds next year. I'm thinking McCone makes it. I'm thinking Sammy Jo Tracy makes it. Mac McDonough will be there. Sarah Udding. I feel like those are corner piece players. That's going to be the 30-second shot clock. And we're going to take a quick peek at someone in the stands when next time we swing around. There we go. That is Woody Seneca. And those were my hands in the shot. Woody Seneca sitting down with a couple of his lads. And his daughter Macy is playing. Woody, a great supporter of the game in the area.
That's awesome. That was awesome.
Loves it. I was talking with Woody before the game. Oh, hang on. There's a great play, but the trail check knocks the stick right out of the hands of number 24. We don't have listed. We didn't get, as I said, all the roster numbers. And what a nice save. Boy, this goaltender is dialed in the second half. But I was talking with Woody before the game. He was saying how he loved played in the OLA in junior, in minor coming up. And he said this reminds him of being a kid and going to tournaments and having the 8 a.m. start time. And you get in there and get warmed up and get going. It's so much fun. We were talking about going to the rink and where we would play. I remember I used to, here we go. Drive to the net. Veronica Laird, what a finish. Veronica Laird with her third of the game. She has been sniping far top corner and completely changes course, cutting across and going back against the grain. It's a nice little pass to set this one up, and then just getting by the defender, drawing the goalie with her to create some space on the near post, and going back against the grain. Beautiful finish. But I was saying how when I was a kid, we'd walk out the back door of my house, down a path through the woods, about 300 meters, and that was the rink where I played minor lacrosse with my Woody. And I still have that Woody, actually. Also still have the ball that I scored my first goal with, because the referee knew that I hadn't scored all year. I finally scored in the last game, and he was such a nice guy. He got the ball for me as a souvenir. I couldn't believe it. I'm not going to say it was the last goal I scored in minor lacrosse, but it may well have been the one and only. Step back. They leave it there for McCone. Nice pick from Sammy Jo Tracy. Getting into a little jousting match. We're going to have a crease violation, and Tri-City will get the ball. But it's just, the reason I bring that up and talk about Woody and me playing as minors is that a lot of these women didn't have that opportunity when they were kids. It's fairly new to a lot of them played field, but it's great to see women getting the opportunity to play box lacrosse. You can see the passion. I was at their practices the other day on Friday, the night before the tournament started, and the passion, the camaraderie, sharing the field, different teams were practicing at different ends to maximize everyone's floor time. It was just fantastic. Okay, Courtney Wetham between the pipes for Tri-City. There we go. We have the 39 and we have her name, just didn't have the number beside her. As I said, I went down and got the numbers, but it is another difference, of course, in the women's game. Oh, we've got a bit of a tussle in the corner. Woody, you got to sit down. Woody! Woody! Hey, Woody, sit down. Thank you. Sorry, Woody's a beauty, but better door than window. Sorry, folks, I should have muted when I yelled at Woody. Yelled to Woody, I should say. Woody's daughter, Macy, playing in this game. She's one of the number 18s for Tri-City. That is Woody's lad cheering. Love the enthusiasm.
It was his birthday yesterday.
So it's Israel possession.
His little man, Woody's little man. It was his birthday yesterday. So if you do see him, make sure you shout out Bradley. Brad, how old are you?
That was Bradley Seneca down cheering yesterday. Turned 10 yesterday. Great to have him in the house. Israel on the power play. Sammy Joe Tracy goes after it. Udding recovers. Back to Tracy. Tried to go to Gleberman in the middle, but she was covered well, so Tracy hangs on to the ball. She's going to get a sidearm shot. That's blocked out front. Didn't get to the goalie, so as Udding picks up, there's only a couple seconds left. Now the 30 will expire. McDonough has to drop it there. Outlet pass. Here comes Shania Porter. So there was a major on the play. So we're 4-on-4 for another 15 seconds. And then Israel will go to a power play for basically the rest of the game. That's a 4-second count. You only have 4 seconds to get the ball out of your crease as a goalie. So Kelly Layton didn't quite beat that counting. And Tri-City will get it back. Israel's players released from the penalty box. It's a power play for the blue. Vanjie Rose killing time up top. Tries to make the pass through. That one's knocked down. Brittany Sirota going after that loose ball. Kylie Miller getting in. We are into stop time. Possession given to Israel. I think that was just the 30 expiring. Final minute 15. Israel looking to hit double digits. Here's Mac McDonough, who, by the way, is a very good guitar player and loves to play some Tragically Hip songs. My friends followed her on Instagram, saw her playing. Very pleased to see that. Here's Veronica Laird. She flips her on the back to Gleberman. Up top to McClone. They've got 5 on the shot clock, so McDonough's going to bounce one. That goes wide. They get the shot off. It'll be a fresh 30, but Laird can't get to the rebound as it sat right in the crease. Long outlet pass from Vanjie Rose. Nice job to hit the player cutting out from the bench. Again, we don't have the 24. Gets possession. Flips it over. There's nobody there, though, at that end of the bench. It's going to be turned over. Udding gets it ahead to McDonough. She surveys. Takes a peek back up to McClone. Too many players call on against Israel. We're not sure. We're trying to see. It'll be a penalty shot for whoever was the non-offending team. Yeah, I think it's against Israel because they're running back to play D, which means Tri-City will get a penalty shot. And they're actually just going to tell her. Sarah Udding is explaining right now because it's in the last minute. I wonder if they did that just to give their goalie a chance to face a penalty shot. I'm going to look into that after. Again, sorry we don't have the name of number 24, but she has taken the penalty shot facing Kelly Layton. Comes in fairly straight down the middle. Couple of fakes, rips it. Nice shot, but a hand saved by Kelly Layton. And they will have a fist bump and a head tap for each other. That was quite a standoff because that was a good shot. Just needs to be closer over towards the post. Left Layton just enough room to get that glove hand on it. And her Israel teammates are pretty stoked. Next game coming up will be, should have the schedule up. We don't have the printed schedule, so I'm going off the computer today. Sorry about that. But we have, here we go. It'll be the Bellies, Salmon Bellies, against the Women's Box Lacrosse Global Network. The second and third place teams. David Bowie will have that one starting at 9:30. So about 14 minutes from now as the final seconds tick off on a 9-0 Israel win over Tri-City. terrific game for Israel, and you can see Tri-City not too disturbed. They are just happy as can be to be out here. Obviously, you want to win. Nobody likes losing 9-0, but tremendous effort from both teams. Israel showing a lot of growth day to day in their game. These teams will go now. Israel will play in the 5th place game, and Tri-City will now play in the 7th place game. Those are coming up. It goes. We now go. Our next 2 games are the main 1 to 4 semifinals. Following that, we'll have 7th place, then 5th place, and then we go to the bronze medal and gold medal games. Thank you so much for being with us, lacrosse friends, here at the 2023 LAXNAI. We will see you back in about 12 minutes for David Bowie calling Salmon Bellies and WBLGN. We'll see you then.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and please support Woody and Grandma's Approved. He has made so much happen for the sport of lacrosse. He's allowed us to get Can-Am games, and he made sure that we got the youth tournament there. So huge shout out to Woody Seneca and his family for all that they do for the sport. We really appreciate them, and without them, we would not have a